For our main event here this evening, Golovkin, 30 years of age, Proksa, 27.
You both know the rules. We went over in the dressing room. Protect yourself and obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
You've heard some of the legends of him beating up heavyweights in the gym. See how he does against the best opponent of his professional career right now.
Scheduled for 12 rounds. Gennady Golovkin, Kazakhstan, in the white G. His middle name is Gennadovich. So it's Gennady Gennadovich Golovkin. There's your triple G.
And already he's forced Proksa to put that left hand up a little bit to the
Golovkin with 5 first-round knockouts in his career. Proksa with 1, and that came in his pro debut on March the 5th of 2005. Bob Papa, Roy Jones, Max Kellerman, Harold Letterman, Turning Stone Casino, Verona, New York. Main event just underway. Gennady Golovkin and Grzegorz Proksa on HBO's Boxing After Dark.
In Golovkin, you're watching what most consider the best kept secret in boxing. Been fighting in Europe his entire professional career so far. He's 30 years old.
And that's what Golovkin is having a problem with right now.
Right hand from Golovkin, and Proksa gets hurt. Down he goes. First time in his career he's been down as an amateur or a pro.
6, 7, 8. You work off your gloves. Okay, you're all right. Box!
Proksa said he slipped. Referee ruled it a knockdown.
Golovkin with a deceptively long reach, Roy.
Yes, very long, and that left hook is a big issue for Proksa. I don't think he has a defense for that left hook.
Proksa feeling the power of Golovkin here in round 1.
And I think the best punch he landed was a left hook right there, and it was a delayed reaction because he came back and hit Proksa with a jab. Then Proksa loses his balance. But I think that was all an effect of that big left hook. There was another good left hook to the body, followed by some more stuff that really wasn't that effective.
With that jab, you could see the power that he has just in the jab.
You know, Golovkin is a pressure fighter inside to land his bombs, and his arms are long, and he's able to land bombs.
Because when he throws some of his shots, he leaves his head right there to be caught by that left hook.
4 inches to Proksa's 22.5.
Meanwhile, you see Golovkin's not exactly impossible to hit cleanly himself.
But having seen him and called every one of his fights in Athens to see the way he's matured and physically gotten stronger and sharper, it's pretty impressive seeing him in person.
And you feel as though every punch he throws can end the fight.
Yep.
That was the hook that I was talking about that Proksa had to beware of.
Good stiff jab again from Golovkin.
But Proksa is as game as they come, and he will not lay down.
And he's throwing bombs himself, Proksa. Golovkin showing a very sturdy chin so far. Amateur or as a pro, I asked him what's the worst he's ever been hurt, and he couldn't answer the question. He claims he's never been hurt.
Maybe he hasn't, but he just took a good left to imagine.
Given his style.
Well, his trainer, Abel Sanchez, when they work in Big Bear, he says, I got to bring in all big guys to work with him, Roy. Because he doesn't feel threatened by anybody his size.
Including Angulo and Chavez Jr. and others.
Maybe they should let him keep his weight in the middle. As you see, he doesn't put all of his weight forward at no time in the fight. Right there, even when he's throwing punches and he's on the attack, his weight is still in the middle. See there? He's never too close, and he's not giving Proksa his weight to work with.
So what is that, deceptively quick feet?
No, that's just called balance. You got to have that balance and keep your weight in the middle. Therefore, you can move it whichever direction you want to move it in. If you put it forward, then you give it to your opponent. If you keep it back too much, then you take away from your own power. But if you can keep it in the middle, then you're doing pretty good.
Proksa landed an uppercut that snapped back the head of Golovkin.
Golovkin's doing pretty good.
Stepped in with a left hand.
Proksa's no cupcake. He didn't go down easily even in the first round.
The things about Golovkin, even when Proksa has his moments, Golovkin never looks flustered. He looks really relaxed, even in the heat of it.
He reminds you of a Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. He's always very economical in what he does. He's never frustrated about not being able to get there because he feels like eventually he's going to catch you.
A lot like Chavez Sr., Roy. Every time he lands, you feel like Proksa has to walk around with that shot.
That's exactly right. And make no mistake about it, Proksa is not a bad opponent either. He's a guy who's a guy like Golovkin, where a guy like Proksa can steal you with a left hand, and there's nothing you can do about it. But just then you saw Golovkin get it back.
So who's the middleweight Chavez Sr.? Is it Chavez Jr. or Gennady Golovkin?
I tell you what, that would make for one heck of a fight because of his style.
He's still got a dangerous guy in front of him.
Because he knocked the other guy off his feet. You know, you score a knockdown, you get an extra point. So that's a 10-8 round. That's why it's 30-26. In any case, Grzegorz Proksa keeps bobbing and weaving, Bob, and he leans into the left constantly. Proksa seems to bob and weave right into it. He goes to his left almost every single time. See, he always leans into the left. Gennady Golovkin hits him with a right hand. 3-0 Golovkin.
I gotta say, it is rare you see a guy combine the natural heavy hand.
Good left hand to the body and left to the head. Down goes Proksa.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See your gloves. Okay, you're good. Okay. Box!
Yeah, I think the body shot started that exchange. The body shots hurt him and got him started. Then he tried to exchange with a big puncher. You can't do that.
Proksa was off balance that time.
You're good, okay.
Well, I think you're 100% right. Those left hooks to the body started it all.
Yeah, they did.
It's the combination of the heavy hands with the technique. So rarely do you see that in a fighter.
Golovkin just places the punches so well. Proksa's in trouble again.
The body shots are really what's hurting him. That's what's causing Proksa the real problem.
Break! Don't hit him behind. Don't hit him in the back.
Boy, and that's
body shots are really hurting.
That's impossible to recover from, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, good overhand. I don't think Proksa has ever been hit this hard in his entire career.
No, there's another combination from Golovkin.
We've seen middleweights in recent years, Edison, Miranda, who are just spectacularly heavy-handed. But to do it with this level of technique and amateur background, Roy, it's not often.
Not often at all.
I can't think of the last guy in the middleweight division.
Sergio Martinez, maybe.
Good left hook to the body, again by Golovkin.
Martinez does not search and destroy like this guy.
Left and a right to the head. Golovkin putting on a show against a game, tough, talented Grzegorz Proksa, but outgunned. Golovkin fighting in the United States for the first time, 23-0, 20 knockouts, silver medalist at the Olympics in Athens. But he is just tearing apart Proksa. Combinations to the head, those miss. Good right hand to the body. Proksa trying to counter. Golovkin just calm and cool as a cucumber, Roy.
But you got to give Proksa a lot of credit here. This kid has shown a tremendous heart, being in with probably the hardest puncher he's ever seen in his life, and he's still giving us all he has.
Oh, right hand hurt Proksa. Golovkin steps in and down he goes again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How tough is Proksa? No, the referee stops it.
Guys, Proksa destroyed Sebastian Sylvester in 3 rounds not long ago. He is a top middleweight. Tonight, I think he could have given a lot of middleweights in the world run. Based on what I saw, he was no match for Gennady Golovkin.
At all.
Oh my goodness.
He had never been down.
Back with a beautiful left to the body. Then he goes to the opposite side with a right hand up top, followed by another beautiful left to the body, then followed by left uppercut. The uppercut seemed to hurt him after the two body shots.